lovies. This is Love from Level Up Consulting Firm, and today I wanted to speak with you all about rest. Now, right now is a major turning point in the lives of all entrepreneurs right now. The majority of us who have online businesses are really thriving and finding brand new ways that we can be innovative and use our creativity and be able to reach a broader audience, right? And so, although a lot of people are being affected negatively, there are a lot of other people who are being affected very positively and have actually seen gains in their sales as a result of the pandemic. So I wanted to address both sides actually and just talk about how you can take care of yourself in this season. So I really wanted to address rest because I haven't been getting a lot of sleep, and I've been programming myself to think differently and really dive into my wants, my desires, the things that I want for the future of my business, the future of just my future self, my personal development. And I think it's very important for us to address ourselves as individuals, not just on a level where we're learning different skills for our business, but also making sure that we're taking care of the whole person, spiritually, emotionally. How do you feel? And rest does have a major impact on that. So I'm not saying that I have not been resting. I definitely have been getting some sleep, but it just looks different every night. Like some nights I'm in the bed at like 11 o'clock, and then other nights I'm going to bed at 4 in the morning. And it's just the nature of the beast, right? Sometimes you have tasks where you're like so focused, so into it. Right now I'm writing my second book. It's really the third. The first one was the book of poems. The second one was a narrative about dating and dating with purpose. And then this last one is just addressing past situations that some people I know have been through with their dating experiences. And this is to tie into the new Facebook group that I have that promotes a different kind of dating lifestyle, and making sure that women are being cognizant of who they allow into their space, and also being cognizant of what part they're taking in these relationships, because essentially it starts with you as a person. Like it really is you. And so I've just learned so much during this pandemic about personal responsibility. Like I've always thought that because I'm a person who takes initiative and I've always been very driven, that I was taking responsibility for my actions. And so over the course of this time, I realized like I could have been doing a lot more, not just for myself, but also for my brand, also putting more into my friendships and relationships. And so it has really forced me to figure out what it is that I want. Also, from a personal development perspective, I did take a look at my own courses. I do have a personal growth course as well as a finance intensive course, which has been wonderful. I took some time to meet with a financial advisor, Jateria Pittman. And I also just recently met with another financial advisor from Primerica. And it was great because I actually did a financial needs analysis with her, covered some of my student loans because I'm graduating soon, and really just looked at what am I facing. And you have to look at those numbers, even though it's kind of scary. You have to look at those numbers so that you can know where to begin. You can't avoid the situation and think that the interest won't still accrue and the situation won't get any bigger because you're choosing not to be aware of it, right? And so with that being said, I've done a lot of different things to enhance just my personal growth. From a business perspective, I'm actually doing a challenge called the Level Up Your Business Challenge, and it's with Alicia Hardy, and she is a business fanatic. Like, she can take your business from A to Z, teach you how to market better, how to design better. Part of the course was taking an exam with her where we went over a design course, and it was wonderful. And so with that new skill, I have something to offer to my clients as an add-on with their service. So this definitely has leveled up my business. It's leveled up me as a person. And the day before yesterday, I actually started a challenge with E.T., who is Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher, and he is doing a 21-day focus challenge. So I'm doing all of these things, including launching my business tomorrow. If you guys have not seen the messages everywhere, April 30th is my official launch for the Level Up Consulting Firm website, and I will be on my Instagram live, so you can check out the description box. I'll be live on that Instagram page, and I just can't wait. Like, I'm thrilled about it. I really am. I'm thrilled about it. And I think that this was a necessary transition for me so that I could begin to think on a deeper level and really expand myself as an individual. So his refocus challenge, this is just day 3, but we are writing down our desires. So it's forcing me again to re-examine what I want. And that's just a continuous thing, continuously re-examining what you want. And so in the upcoming self-discipline course that I have, is going to be 5 weeks, and it's going to be a very interactive class. And $99.99 is the price, $99.99, nothing more, nothing less. And that will also give you access to the platform, which I do have a membership section of Level Up Consulting Firm. And so it will unlock the 2 digital courses that I have, both the personal development course as well as the finance intensive, and then the 5 weeks of videos and activities for the last course, which is the self-discipline class. And so I put together the self-discipline course because a lot of people just don't understand the concept of self-discipline and how deep it really is. You disciplining yourself will make the difference between your business making money and not making money. If you're noticing that the strategies you're using is not bringing traffic to your website or is not generating sales, then you have to do something different, right? And so really thinking about that, processing that. Well, what is it that I need? What is it that I've been doing that's not working? Who can I go speak to? Have I listened to any podcasts? Have I read any books about this? Have I gone and done my research so that I can enhance myself in this particular area? And it's very important because there are so many people who complain about people not supporting them, and they're like, oh, people need to support these businesses, and I'm a small business and people aren't supporting me. And it's like, okay, but they have to have some incentive to want to support you, right? Because I've had a similar notion, like, dang, I wish my family and my friends would support me more. But sometimes your family and your friends are not your target audience. Sometimes your family and friends are not your ideal customers, right? They're the most convenient customers. They're the customers that love and care about you. But that doesn't mean that that's your target audience or that these products and services are even something that they're interested in, right? Because that matters as well. And sometimes we really have to take a look at what we're doing wrong. I know recently I had a website analysis with someone, and she was telling me that she wasn't getting any sales. People would come to the website and she can see that it's generating traffic, but that traffic isn't turning into them spending money. So I did the web analysis and I found that there wasn't enough color. The information on her website was very vague. If I was on the outside looking in as a customer, I wouldn't even know what to purchase. I wouldn't know what she sold. I mean, it was deep, right? And so I did the web analysis for her, gave her the feedback, and that has definitely helped with her conversion rates. And that's what it's all about, conversion. Are you selling? Because a lot of times people say, oh, well, there's nothing wrong with my logo, there's nothing wrong with my design, there's nothing wrong with this, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then when you look at their sales, that doesn't reflect what you're telling me you already have in place, right? And so even if, let's say your design was impeccable and you didn't have issues in terms of the aesthetic of your product or the aesthetic of your social media or your website, maybe it's just that you're not consistent enough. You're not reaching out to people. You're not posting several times a day. You're not consistent. So people don't even know, well, do you still sell lipstick? Do you still offer consultation services? Do you still offer coaching sessions? What are you doing, right? And so the more people see you out there, the more they see you producing, the more they grow to know and understand what you're all about, and they have a different type of respect for you, right? So I went completely off on a tangent. But all in all, even while you have all of this stuff going on, your business, your children, your family, the pandemic, work, doesn't matter. You have to rest. And make sure that you're getting this rest, that you're making sure that your head is clear. Drink some hot tea. Make sure that even if you're eating some of those good comfort foods, make sure that you balance it out with some foods that will give you some energy. Adding some fresh fruits and vegetables to your diet. Making sure that you're drinking a lot of water, right? Because essentially, if you're not healthy, if you're not in a good mind state, if your body doesn't feel good, you can't continue to produce at this rate. Nothing else matters if you're not getting the proper rest. Nothing else matters if you're not healthy. So keep that in mind. Again, the web launch is tomorrow. I will be going live on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram right here up at the top of the video. And it'll be at 7:00 p.m., April 30th. I cannot wait to see you there. Bye.